Doesn't do jack. What radius? Interesting. Whoa. Interesting. Looks like an interesting blur happening. Just interesting. So it's gonna, anything dark, it's gonna still partially show. So it almost feels like a gradation. Shift edge. Whoa. Maybe something like that. Maybe radius, I'll set it back to middle. Okay. I think I want this. This dark stuff will show, but I kind of don't want it to show, but at least I have these little areas where it's kind of transparency going on. And I'm gonna leave it like this. Something like that. Alright, so I kind of like this. I'm gonna leave it around here. Shift the edge at -90. Contrast at 13, feather at 0.6, maybe some more. Yeah, or feather at 5. And then smooth. Doesn't matter. So this is basically what I'm setting it up. I have a nice soft blurriness here. I'm gonna go back in and just take away this, you know, seeing this will show, so I don't want it to. Now I'm gonna hit new layer of layer mask. If I try decontaminate, yeah, I'm gonna also click on decontaminate. I'm gonna hit OK. Alright, there we go. Not bad. I'm gonna go back in and press B as in Bob. Should I do this? Make the brush big, and then I have my hardness set to 20. Maybe I should set it to 30 hardness. I have my brush tool. I'm gonna set it to white. At the outer edges with a large brush, I'm gonna just tap to bring back some of this area. See, smaller. Basically, I'm just tapping it, tap, 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 while keeping this soft transparency going on for the leaves. And then this part, tap, 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 tap. This part as well. This part. This part. I want to avoid these harsh lines. Just tap, 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 tap. Back in, double click that. Wait, no. Anyway, so I just paused the video for a bit. I decided to kind of like what I have, but in case I'm gonna go back in, do my select and mask again, even though this is here, because I did control and left click to grab it, and I do select and mask again using the force tool, object select. Basically, I want to get back in there. Basically, this is what I'm saying. So yeah, see, something like this. Contrast, shift edge, something like that. Yeah, I don't like that. Fuck. Undo. Let me undo. Damn, it won't let me. Fine. So it looks like mother. Press B as in Bob. Alright, so I'm just coloring it back in. I have my selection set where I did control, and I'm just kind of coloring it back in like this. For whatever reason, it's selecting outside of the marching ants line. I don't know how I'm doing this, but it's bringing it back. That, interestingly, huh, that's weird. This is actually what I want. I'm just using the brush tool. Oh no, I mean the object selection tool, and right, I'm using the brush tool. I have it set to white, and it's just coloring in. I don't know how, but whatever I kind of did. Okay, something like that. And then I'm gonna set it to black by pressing X. I'm gonna just take away this. Why won't it let me? Click outside. Select that, the black and white mask. Press B as in Bob. And I'm just gonna take away this. Again, this is just non-destructive editing. Okay. Alright, so it looks like I got more or less everything I want. Alright, so this will be, I'm gonna name it foreground foliage. Foreground foliage. Foreground foliage. Is that how you spell foliage? Foliage. So that's my foreground foliage with some nice transparency work. Hopefully it'll help. Then so here's my characters, foreground, and then this is my background. So even though I have my foreground foliage, I need to fill in this area. So I'm gonna, basically what I mean is I'm gonna hold control. Here's my foreground foliage. I'm on my black and white thumbnail, cookie cutter, press control and left click and it grabs everything. I'm gonna hide that with this marching ants selection going on. I'm gonna click on my backplate in progress copy and I'm going to fill in this area. Right, so I have my background plate in progress copy. I'm gonna, damn. Why didn't it grab that? Come on. Alright, so I paused the video for a bit. So what's going on now is that, so like I said, this here is this, right? I did a control and left click, which grabbed my dancing marching ants, right? And it looks like this could be an issue, but it turns out it might not be. I'm gonna hide that. I'm bring back here, turn this on, still with the marching ants. This is my backplate in progress copy. All I wanna do right now is I want to fill in this area right here and where it just takes away the foliage, because the foliage is on its own layer. Because if I have two of these, that means I have the foliage and this layer as well. So basically it's gonna be two layers of the foliage and it just looks obviously not right. It wouldn't make sense. So this selected, I'm gonna go here. Right now I'm on the force tool, right? And then the generative fill, I want to fill in this generative area with a generative. I'm going to fill in this area with a generative fill. Generative fill, click it. And then for whatever reason, I'm going to drop back down. I'm going to click. Ignore this pink stuff. Generate. It's processing. It's going to fill in the inside of marching ants. Okay, so I pause the video for a moment. This is what it gets. If I choose the second one, not bad. Choose the third one, not bad. I like the third one better. Right, so you can see here when the camera moves in and out, right, it won't have the foliage layer. You'll only see this, like behind the, basically is when I did generative fill, right? And we'll see what's behind of the foliage. And this is what we'll see that it generated. So I think the one I want to use, you know what, I want to use this. It's just, what the hell? Why did, yeah, you know what, I'm going to use this one. So that's what we have. So I'm going to get my generative fill 5, right? Oh, that noisy. Generative fill 5. And I'm going to shift select my backplate in progress, copy. I'm going to do Control E. And I'm going to name this backplate without foreground foliage. Right, backplate foreground, no, backplate without foreground foliage. Right, and then this, right? See? Why is this, what the fuck is this line? Alright, so that's that. This part here is kind of weird. I'm gonna go back in this part and right, see? It did not do a perfect job. So hopefully maybe I can use my lasso tool and I'm gonna just go over like this. And maybe hopefully you'll be able to generate something like that. Just to do this, something like that. And then I'm gonna go generative fill. Again, this is my backplate without foreground foliage. This weird crap. Generate. It's processing. Alright, so I paused the video. I filled it in nicely. You know what, I want to go for this. I don't know why, but I like that better. And then go back to my layers. This rainbow is, man, why did it screw up the rainbow? Anyway, so I like this better. I also want to get rid of this. So these. And I'm gonna just pancake it. Select the generative fill, select this. So the generative fill was this that I just made. Grab both of them, do Control E, pancake it flat. I'm gonna name this back plate, no foreground foliage. And then I'm gonna name this old. And then back to here, I'm gonna get rid of this, whatever this is. Generative fill, generate. Alright, so I paused the video for a bit. It cleared away very nicely. Yeah, that's freaking good. Nice. Alright. What the hell is... Alright, so that looks good. Copy that. I just copy the name, do a Control E, pancake it, double click, Control V to paste in the name, backplate, no foreground foliage. Now we have backplate, no foreground foliage. Then we have this, so you can imagine the camera passing through. Then we have this, so we have 3 layers already. And then I want just the